Hi there, I'm Stacy, the encaustic mixed media artist behind Studio Stacy. Encaustic literally means to burn in. So I paint with beeswax and a torch, and because it's mixed media, pretty much anything else I can get my hands on. If you're new around here, welcome. If you're a returning viewer, welcome back. Consider subscribing and joining this artsy community. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up button, which helps me get introduced to more like-minded artsy folks like yourself. Good morning. Bit of a frosty start, but the sun is out. I'm in the studio, and I have a little bit of an agenda today here in the studio, a few things that I want to get done. So first off, let me turn the wax on and I will discuss a few ideas that I have floating around in my head. There's also a jet flying overhead. I don't know if you can hear that. Hopefully this audio is all right. Thought I would show you this sketch too. I added a few little details to it throughout with some of those alcohol markers, and did a little bit of an image transfer right in this area. So also added in a few other colors of paint. But one of the goals is to keep going on this sketch today and figure out kind of a few, maybe hopefully final layers, which is why the wax is on. I've also brought my computer over here today because I want to kind of look at my schedule. Call me crazy, but I'm thinking about adding something else to my kind of creative list of things to do here, and that involves the West Virginia tree series. I eventually want to paint big paintings with that series. But I think for now, since I'm focusing on these other tree sketches and things like that, turning them into large paintings, I'm going to put a pin in the big paintings for the West Virginia trees. However, the 100-day project is starting up again, and I think it's starting up in a week. By the time you guys see this video, it will already have been going on. But I am debating about doing that, and I'm debating about doing it for a couple of reasons. First, it'll get me back into Instagram. I'm taking a huge break from it. I'm not completely sure if I want to get back into it or not. My initial thought, and kind of what I was milling over in my head the past several weeks, was to just continue to take a break from it. I've enjoyed not having to focus on it for a couple of reasons, which I think I've already kind of said on here, but I prefer these longer format videos. So having said that, why do the 100-day project, right? Because it's going to be short form content over there on Instagram. But I don't know, I kind of want to dive a little bit into this West Virginia tree series while I'm also working big. So I'm thinking about working small on that series and then staying big with these other sketches. So having said all that, I brought my computer over to kind of look at my schedule, maybe kind of map it out a little bit on the computer and see kind of where that 100-day mark, like what, I know it starts, I think it's February 23rd, I believe. This is almost Valentine's Day when I'm recording this video. My videos are obviously a couple weeks behind when I'm actually recording them, and that just allows me time to get everything edited. So at any rate, I know it starts on the 23rd. I have to figure out what day that would then end on. And I'm thinking about possibly doing, I don't know if you remember my mini exploration series where I did on mat board, but I have a lot of mat board still sitting in a drawer. So I thought maybe I would do this series kind of like the mini exploration series in the same format, because it was a nice small size to work in. And then also I don't have 100 large paintings hanging out here in the studio. So I thought maybe I might do that. But like I said, I still have to kind of figure out if that's something I really want to do. And I would like to get back into Instagram because I do like it. I like to see other artists on there. I like to catch up with the people that I'm following on there. It's just become a little bit of a time and not fun for me, like a little bit of a time kind of, I don't want to say time suck, but kind of a time suck for me to come up with what to post, to write the post, to put pictures to the post, you know, all of that stuff. And I hear all the time that, you know, you should be posting like 1 million posts a day, and half of those should be videos, and you should be doing this and you should be doing that, and that's how the algorithm knows and likes you. And I just don't want to do that. I don't want to create art for the sake of marketing, even though you do have to, as a art business, you do have to market it. It's just, if it's not enjoyable and if it's not really producing the results I want it to produce, you know, why do it? So I don't know. All these things are what I'm contemplating in my head. So, and I'm not really sure why I'm telling all of you this, but I don't know. I thought I would take you along for the ride. Oh, and then also what I was thinking, I have to switch hands. My hand's getting tired. Also what I was thinking is then putting that short form video out here on YouTube via shorts. So again, by the time you see this, I will have already probably put a bunch of videos out here on shorts if I decide to do this. But I don't know. Maybe I'll cut all of this out if I don't decide to do this. We'll see. At any rate, let me get on the computer while this wax heats up, see what my schedule looks like, and we'll go from there. All right, I hope you're still with me. And again, sorry about that rant. But at any rate, the wax is now all heated up. So continuing on with this sketch, just going to be adding in a lot of little details and a lot of little tiny brush marks. So sit back and enjoy the painting process. I think this is where I'm going to call it for today in the studio. I'm going to go eat some lunch, and I'm making a huge, big, time-consuming dinner for the rest of the week tonight. And so I'm going to have to start on that in just a couple hours. But I'm going to flip the camera around here and show you this sketch. I still have to put in the pine trees, but I'll kind of maybe just show you what I'm liking about it versus the original sketch. Oh, if you missed last week's video, I'll link that. I think it'll be over here, somewhere up there. So you can see the kind of start of this sketch. I didn't film a whole lot today because it was a lot of just repetitive, adding in little tiny brush strokes, little tiny details, all of that stuff. But yeah, if you missed last week's video, I'll link it over here somewhere. Okay, here you can see the two side by side, and you can see I still, like I said, have to put down the two pine trees that are on this one to this one. Now, just so far, this one I kind of like the light color background behind this tree more, and I don't know how, you know, the tree's going here basically, so I'm not sure how that's going to stand out till I get that tree down. But I do like this lighter color background over here. So we'll see when I get the tree down. However, on this one, I definitely like some of these little marker kind of hints of tree trunks and things like that in this one. Versus this one, I really didn't have any at all. Actually, there was a couple down here, but other than that, there wasn't much. So I definitely like this better, I think. It's not done yet. The only thing with these markers is, or these marker marks, I think I should have probably put them down more in the earlier stages of the painting than the later stages, because I ended up covering a lot of them up to try to make them blend in a little bit more. And I'm not sure that they really completely blend in, or they kind of maybe to me look like they're just kind of like stuck down there. I don't know. What do you guys think? So yeah, let me know what you guys think on that sketch. If I kind of feel that way in my gut, that they're just, the tree trunks just kind of look like they're popped out in front of the rest of the tree, which in theory that's not the case. So, or rather I guess in real life. Any rate, I'm gonna let you go here for today. Probably pick you back up tomorrow. Oh, I think I've decided to do the 100-day project. So like I said, by now you will have found that out already, because I'll probably have posted a couple of videos on here. So stay tuned for that. Anyways, we'll catch you guys tomorrow. Bye. Good afternoon. It has been a day. Had some very frustrating conversations dealing with pole barn stuff, and contractors that have all of a sudden decided to not do a project that we had talked to them about back in October, and have kind of been stringing us along since. So needless to say, I was not really in much of a mood to come into the studio. However, I kind of forced myself in a way. You know, sometimes you just need to get out of your head, out of the space, and focus on something that you enjoy doing, which for me, that is painting. So I haven't picked up the camera till now. I really just wanted to get in here and just paint. So that's what I've done. I'll flip the camera around and show you this sketch. And the studio is a bit of a mess. I also put on a podcast. Podcast is by my friend Sam. It's called the Year of Yes podcast. Highly recommend it. I think she's got like 6 episodes out, but go check it out. I'll try to remember. I'll put a link down below, so you can go check that out, or just search on YouTube the Year of Yes podcast. It's a good one. So anyways, let me flip the camera around and show you this sketch. All right, here it is. I think I'm calling it done. I'm almost sure. I should really take off the blue tape because it's a little distracting. But I think I am calling it done. Basically, I filled in a lot of the 2 pine trees, put some more layers down on the stone, and yeah, I think I'm calling it done. Oh, you know, I'm changing my mind. I want to add in a few other things. I'll probably do that tomorrow though. All right, so anyways, let me show you the 2 side by side. Move the wax out of the way here. Bring this one in. Because there are things in both of them that I like, and things that I don't like in both of them. So again, I think that's why I'm going to also do a 3rd sketch. So the things that I like in this new sketch. I love this area over here. These branches and things like that. I love that over here. And this yellow area here versus this one. So this one doesn't have nearly as many details as this other one does when it comes to this section. What I'm not crazy about this one is actually the pine tree, and I think this area, although I haven't fully decided on that. So the pine tree, I added in a lot more layers and paint with this one, and I don't think it pops off of the background. And I don't know if it's because it's too much covered up, like too much paint on this pine tree, versus this one. You see there's a lot more air behind those branches, kind of space to breathe, where, like I said, that one's really filled in a lot. And I could go back and scrape some of that wax away too. And then also this area is a bit darker than this area. So I'm not sure if that's also the reason why this pops out. But yeah, pros and cons to both of them. And I should add in this area down here tomorrow. So I'll probably pick you back up for that tomorrow, and then I'll take the tape off. But for tonight, I think Matt is actually going to join me in the studio. I need to cut some mat board, and I need an extra set of hands to do that so we can run the knife along the straight edge and the mat board doesn't, you know, move out from underneath me or underneath the ruler. So I think I'm going to do that. But first, if I can spin around, not make you too dizzy. If you see that huge mess back there, I need to find the work table. So first, clean up. I'm gonna turn off the wax, clean up that work table, and yeah. I think I'll probably maybe put you on time lapse here. Not too exciting, so. All right, I have the countertop all cleaned off, ready to go. Matt is just wrapping up a few things at work, and then he's gonna come down and we'll get to cutting this mat board. I don't think I've said it, but I had 27 trees on my possible list of trees to paint. And since 27 doesn't completely go into 100 evenly, I've decided to pick 25. I don't know which 25 yet, but I've decided to do 25 and document the process of those 25 trees. So I'm gonna have about 25 pieces of mat board to cut. I'll probably cut a few extra, but it's a lot less than 100 that I did for the mini exploration. So shouldn't take us too long. Again, probably just put you on time lapse here because, you know, not super exciting to watch somebody cut some mat board, but here we go, time lapse of cutting a mat board, and yeah, probably pick you guys back up tomorrow to continue on, maybe with this other third sketch. We'll see. Hi there. It has been a much better start to the day than it was yesterday. The sun is out. I actually cannot believe how warm it is supposed to get today. It's supposed to be a beautiful, almost very spring-like day here in the kind of middle of February. So craziness. I'm hoping the plan for later on this evening is to go out to our local arboretum. I haven't been there yet, and so I'm hoping Matt and I are going to go out there and take a look around, wander around. So if that's the case, I'll try to bring you guys along with us. And in other news, good news, I may never take this t-shirt off this week, but I got into the Port Warwick Art and Sculpture Festival in Virginia, so I am super excited about that. That's not till October, so I've got some time to create these paintings, but it's another nice little motivation to get going on some of these big paintings, because really want to take a bunch of them with me, and it's a great show, and I'm super excited to be asked back again. So this morning I did a bunch of kind of figuring out of what I want to do for the 100-day project. And I don't know if you guys are interested in any of this information or not, or how I'm kind of planning out the series. If you are, let me know. I would be happy to walk you through it, but I don't want to kind of bore you with that information if you're not exactly interested in it, but I'd be happy to share with you. But basically I was making checklists. I stuck it all into the computer, and so each tree has, you know, kind of the same checklist of what I want to do, what I want to create, just to keep the project nice and simple for me, because again, I don't want to complicate it. It's supposed to be a nice, simple, easy project, so that then I can also focus on these larger paintings. So anyway, it's going to stop rambling around about that, and I think I'll try to, I keep looking over there because the sketches are over. All right, my camera cut me off. This card was full, so I had to delete a bunch of stuff. I have a couple new SD cards on order. They just haven't gotten here yet. Because yeah, this camera card keeps getting full the more and more videos I'm making, so I'm having a hard time deleting stuff and keeping up with the new stuff. So anyways, stop rambling. I'm gonna get to work on that sketch, adding in I think a few more details into the rock area like I talked about doing yesterday, and we'll see where the afternoon takes us. Once again, the camera full card came on, and I don't know if you can see that, but my camera sits up high up there, and again, I did not realize it was full. So I've deleted some more videos, and I'm going to flip this camera around real quick here and show you what I've done, and probably call it for the day before this camera card gets too full. Again, I really need to get the card put onto the computer and go through everything and delete stuff off. So I think that's probably what I'm gonna do, but let me flip the camera out here and show you this sketch real quick. All right, so I inside some lines to begin with, and then it's super subtle because the lines are really skinny. I don't even know if the camera is picking up on any of them, but there's some like right in here and some over here. Like I said, they're really skinny, so they're barely filled in with that black oil stick there. So but it's subtle. I like it. I think perhaps I could maybe even add some more and maybe increase the thickness of the lines or make them a little bit deeper. But I think I'm gonna call this sketch done for now, or probably just done. All right, just going to peel this tape off here, and this sketch will be done. Thank you so very, very, very much for following along in this video, putting up with a couple rants of mine. And if you did enjoy the video, you know what to do. Give it a great big thumbs up. It really does help me out. Stay tuned for a couple scenes, videos from the Arboretum. It was a beautiful day here in lovely West Virginia. We'll talk to you soon, and bye for now.